Hello! In this video, we'll look at who Anthony Morris's parents and family are. I just want to mention many of these documents are available thanks to the Worldly Spouse, who has a great YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. Well, Anthony Morris of the governing body of Jehovah's Witnesses, his birth father was named Anthony J. Morris. Here's an application to the military for a headstone after Anthony J. Morris died. He was born in Cleveland either in 1919 or 1921, and he died in 1961 when Tony Jr. would have been 11. He was in the Army about a year almost. He was honorably discharged, and then he joined the Navy, served about 4 months, and was discharged under honorable conditions. Here's the back of the application card. Here's his headstone in Saginaw, Michigan. Here's his marriage license. In June 1944, he married Shirley Day in Steuben County, Indiana. Steuben County is about 3 hours from Saginaw, just across the state line. His parents, John Morris and Rose Delensky, lived in Saginaw. So, if Anthony Sr.'s father was named John Morris, then when governing body member Anthony Morris says he is Anthony Morris III, that doesn't appear to be true. Anthony Sr. and Shirley were evidently married until his death in 1961. Shirley May Day was born and raised in Saginaw. She was born in 1925 and died in 2013. Here's her obituary. Anthony Jr. has 2 brothers, John and Ronald. Here's her death certificate. By 1965, Shirley had remarried to Victor Grasmick. Here we see Victor and Shirley as husband and wife in July of '65. Victor Grasmick, who would have been Tony's stepfather, lived from 1913 to 2010. Here's his family. Here's his death certificate. Notice his occupation is listed as restaurant owner. Here are his divorce papers from his first marriage to Marion Grasmick. They had 1 daughter, Victoria, who would be Tony's half-sister. Victor was divorced by February of 1965. Victor owned a bar called Meadow Gardens in Saginaw. Now let's look at Tony's wife, Susan. She was born in 1948 as Susan Jane Kettle. She graduated in 1966 from Cranston East High School in Cranston, Rhode Island. Here she is in her office practice group. Here she is in the corridor marshal group. She lived at 14 Grove Avenue. On the records for that property, we see her parents, Forrest and Florence Kettle. Forrest died in 1980 and Florence in 1986. Here we see her obituary. Florence was living with Susan and Tony in Narragansett when she died. Susan has 3 brothers and sisters, Janice, Bruce, and Wayne. What I'm not sure is whether it was Susan's mom or dad that was the Batman fan to name their 2 boys Bruce and Wayne. Tony married Susan in December of 1971. Their first son, Jesse, was born in 1975. Paul, their second, was born in 1977. Jesse later married his wife Stephanie, and Paul his wife Raquel. Both boys pioneered and then went to Bethel. I'm not sure if Jesse and Stephanie are still at Bethel, but Paul and Raquel now live in Illinois. So, that's been a look at Tony's family. In the next video, we'll look at Tony's life as one of Jehovah's Witnesses after Vietnam. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.